Have you ever wondered why some people seem to skyrocket to success while others struggle for years? What if the real secret to extraordinary change isn't a massive breakthrough, but something far smaller? And what if that tiny daily effort could transform your entire life, one step at a time? Most people chase the big breaks, the overnight success stories, or the dramatic leaps forward. But real, lasting transformation doesn't happen that way. True change, the kind that turns an ordinary life into an extraordinary one, unfolds gradually through consistent effort, day after day. Imagine climbing a mountain. You don't jump from the base to the peak in one giant leap. You climb one step at a time. Each small step may feel insignificant, yet every single one lifts you higher, bringing you closer to the summit. That's what improving yourself 1% every day is all about. Let's break it down. If you improve by just 1% daily, by the end of 1 year, you'll be 37 times better than when you started, not 365%, but 3,700%. That's the power of compound growth. Some might say, "That's impossible, Jim. No one can grow that much in a year." And they'd be right, if they're thinking in terms of one big leap. But we're talking about small, consistent steps, not giant jumps. Success, after all, is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every single day. Failure, on the other hand, is just a few poor choices repeated daily. It's our everyday actions, our quiet decisions, that shape the course of our lives. So, how do we apply this 1% principle? It starts with your mindset. Your mindset is the foundation of everything you do, the lens through which you see the world. And the good news is, you can improve that mindset by just 1% every single day. So where do you begin? Start by reading. Choose books that challenge your thinking and expand your perspective. Spend just 15 minutes a day with something that sharpens your mind. That's less than 1% of your day, yet over time, it will completely transform the way you think. I always say, the book you don't read can't help you. So many people search endlessly for a magic solution to their problems, but they walk right past it, sitting quietly on a bookstore shelf. The answers you're looking for, the inspiration you need, the strategies that can change your life, they're all waiting for you in books. But don't read passively. Engage with what you read. Ask yourself, how can I apply this to my own life? Take notes. Reflect on what you've learned. That's how information turns into transformation. Next, let's talk about your skills. No matter your field or passion, you can improve your skills by just 1% each day. If you're in sales, make one more call than yesterday. If you're a writer, add 50 more words. If you're an athlete, push one more rep, run one more minute. These tiny improvements might seem trivial now. You won't see instant results, and that's okay. Because we're not chasing quick wins. We're building something stronger, habits. Your habits are the building blocks of your life. Show me someone's habits, and I can show you their future. The beauty of habits is that once they're formed, they work on autopilot. You no longer rely on willpower. You just do it, because it's who you've become. But here's the key. You must be intentional about what habits you build. Be patient, trust the process. Too many people quit simply because they don't see results fast enough. They plant a seed one day, then dig it up the next, frustrated that it hasn't grown overnight. But success doesn't work that way. It's like tending a crop. You plant, water, weed, and wait. When you stay consistent day after day, the harvest will come, richer and more abundant than you ever imagined. Now, let's talk about your health. Your health is your true wealth. Without it, all the success in the world means nothing. So, how can you improve your health by 1% every day? Start small. Drink 1 extra glass of water. Take a 5-minute walk. Add 1 more serving of vegetables. Go to bed 15 minutes earlier. These changes may seem minor, but remember, we're not chasing quick fixes. We're building lasting habits that sustain us for life. And here's the beautiful thing about improving your health. It has a ripple effect across everything else. When you feel better physically, you gain more energy. With more energy, you become more productive. When productivity rises, so does your achievement. And with achievement comes confidence. It's all deeply connected. Now, let's shift to relationships. They're the fabric of your life. What gives it meaning, love, and support? So how can you improve your relationships by 1% every day? Start by becoming a better listener. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Truly listen to the people who matter most. Listen to understand, not just to respond. Show appreciation. Tell the people in your life exactly what you value about them. Don't just say thank you. Be specific about what you're grateful for. Forgive more quickly and let go of grudges. Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself as much as the other person. These small acts of kindness, understanding, and appreciation compound over time. They may seem simple, but they have the power to completely transform your relationships. Now, let's talk about your finances. Money isn't everything, but it matters. It gives you options, allows you to care for your loved ones, and helps you make a greater impact in the world. So how can you improve your finances by 1% every day? Start small. If you're not saving anything now, begin with just 1% of your income and increase it gradually. Educate yourself about money. Spend 15 minutes a day learning about personal finance, investing, or budgeting. Remember, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Look for ways to increase your value in the marketplace. What skills could you develop that would make you more valuable to your employer or your clients? Each small improvement builds over time. We're not chasing get-rich-quick schemes. We're building sustainable wealth, step by step. Finally, let's talk about personal growth, the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. This is about reaching your full potential. So, how can you grow by 1% every day? Start by setting clear, specific goals, not vague wishes. Write them down, review them daily, and reflect on your progress. Each evening, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? What could I have done better? How can I improve tomorrow? Seek out new experiences. Try something unfamiliar. Step beyond your comfort zone, because growth always happens at its edge. Now, I can almost hear someone saying, Jim, this all sounds great, but I don't have time for it. I'm already too busy. Let me tell you something. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference lies in how we choose to use them. Time is the great equalizer. Whether rich or poor, successful or struggling, everyone gets the same amount of time each day. The real question is, how are you investing your time? I say investing because that's exactly what it is. Time is your most valuable asset. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. So, how can you improve your time management by 1% every day? Start by cutting out time wasters. Identify what drains your energy without adding value. Endless scrolling, binge watching, aimless browsing. These are the silent thieves of progress. Take 10 minutes each night to plan your next day. Prioritize the tasks that move you closer to your goals. Focus your energy where it truly counts. And learn to say no, because every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to what truly matters. Remember, it's not about being busy. It's about being productive. It's about progress, not motion. About moving with purpose toward your goals. Now, let's talk about your attitude. Your attitude is the filter through which you experience life, the lens that colors how you see the world. Here's the good news. You can improve your attitude by just 1% every day. Start with gratitude. Each morning, before doing anything else, think of 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's a warm cup of coffee, a comfortable bed, or the beauty of a sunrise. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's already there. It changes your entire perspective, and when your perspective changes, everything else begins to change too. Next, pay attention to your self-talk, the conversations you have with yourself every day. Are you encouraging yourself or tearing yourself down? Do you focus on your strengths or your weaknesses? Make a conscious effort to speak kindly to yourself. Treat yourself the same way you treat a close friend. This isn't about blind positivity. It's about realistic optimism, recognizing the challenges ahead while believing in your power to overcome them. Remember, your attitude is a choice, and it's one you make every single day, every single moment. Choose wisely. Now, let's talk about creativity. In today's fast-changing world, creativity is more essential than ever. And it's not just for artists or writers. Creativity means finding new solutions, seeing things from fresh perspectives, and adapting to change. So how can you improve your creativity by 1% every day? Start by asking more questions. Curiosity fuels creativity. Ask why, how, or what if. Challenge assumptions, explore new ideas, and expose yourself to different experiences. That's how innovation begins, one small spark at a time. Read books outside your usual interests. Listen to topics you're unfamiliar with. Travel, even if it's just to another neighborhood in your city. Stretch your mind. Spend 5 minutes a day brainstorming new ideas. They don't have to be brilliant. The goal is quantity, not perfection. Over time, your ability to generate ideas will naturally grow. Remember, creativity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Now, let's talk about contribution. In the end, life isn't defined by what you get, it's defined by what you give. It's about the impact you make, the lives you touch, and the difference you leave behind. So, how can you increase your contribution by 1% every day? Start by looking for simple ways to help others. It doesn't have to be grand. Small acts of kindness can create lasting impact. Volunteer your time. Share your knowledge. Mentor someone. Support a cause that matters to you. Remember, the size of your life is determined by the size of the problems you solve for others. The more value you bring to people, the more valuable you become yourself. Now, there's something important we need to address. On this journey of improving yourself 1% every day, you'll face challenges. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort. You'll experience setbacks. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades. Motivation feels great, like a warm shower, but it doesn't last. Discipline, on the other hand, carries you through the cold showers of life. So, how do you build discipline? You guessed it, 1% at a time. Start small. Make a commitment and keep it, no matter what. It could be as simple as making your bed every morning or drinking a glass of water before every meal. When you follow through on these small promises, you build trust with yourself. You prove that you can do what you say you'll do, and that self-trust becomes the foundation of true discipline. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about standing back up every time you fall. It's about progress, not perfection. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is one of the biggest barriers to growth and success. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These emotions can hold you back, keeping you trapped in your comfort zone. But here's the truth. Fear is a natural part of growth. If you're not feeling any fear, you're not truly growing. The goal isn't to eliminate fear, it's to learn to act despite it. So how can you become 1% braver every day? Start by identifying your fears. Write them down. Bring them into the open. Often, when we put our fears into words, we realize they're not as overwhelming as we thought. Then, take small steps to face them. If public speaking makes you nervous, begin by speaking up more often in meetings. If you fear rejection, make it your goal to ask for something each day, even something small, like directions or feedback. Remember, courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. With every step you take, your comfort zone expands. What once felt impossible begins to feel achievable. What once seemed difficult becomes easy. Now, let's talk about failure. Many people are so afraid to fail that they never even try. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every successful person you admire has failed, likely many times. The difference is they didn't stop there. They learned, they adapted, and they grew stronger because of it. So, how can you improve your relationship with failure by 1% every day? Start by reframing the way you see it. Don't view failure as defeat. See it as feedback, as valuable data guiding you toward success. View every setback as a learning opportunity. When you face failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? What would I do differently next time? Make it a habit to celebrate your failures just as you celebrate your successes. Why? Because every failure means you're trying. It means you're taking risks and pushing beyond comfort. The person who never fails is the one who never tries. And a life without failure is a life without growth. Now let's talk about happiness. Many people believe success will bring happiness, but the truth is, it's the other way around. Happiness isn't a destination. It's not something you earn once you make it. Happiness is a skill, one you can develop and strengthen day by day. So, how can you increase your happiness by 1% every day? Start with mindfulness. Spend a few quiet minutes each day simply being present. Notice your breath, your surroundings, your thoughts, without judgment. Next, nurture positive relationships. Spend time with people who uplift you, inspire you, and bring out your best. Do things that bring you joy. Simple things like listening to your favorite music, taking a walk in nature, or enjoying a hobby you love. And practice kindness. Do something thoughtful for someone without expecting anything in return. You'll soon discover that kindness doesn't just brighten someone else's day, it deepens your own happiness too. Remember, happiness isn't about having everything you want. It's about appreciating what you already have. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just in the destination. As we near the end of this journey together, there's one final truth I want to emphasize. This path of improving yourself 1% every day is not a race. It's a lifelong commitment to becoming just a little better every single day. Improvement isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. It's about reaching your full potential. Deep inside, you already hold greatness, talents, abilities, and possibilities you haven't yet discovered. The journey of daily improvement is about uncovering that greatness, piece by piece, day by day. It's about peeling away the layers of doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs that have held you back. It's about stepping into the best version of yourself. And here's the beautiful part. As you improve yourself, you also improve the world around you. As you grow, your capacity to create impact expands. When you rise to your potential, you inspire others to rise to theirs. Remember, you're not just a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a single drop. Your actions, your growth, your consistent effort, they create ripples that reach farther than you can imagine. So as you finish this message, make a commitment to yourself, your growth, and your potential. Commit to improving yourself 1% every single day. It won't always be easy. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when motivation fades. But trust the process. Every small action adds up to something extraordinary. Extraordinary lives are built on ordinary days. It's not about radical change or giant leaps. It's about small, steady steps, taken with purpose every day. Start today, right now. Ask yourself, what's one small thing I can do to improve myself? What's one small step I can take toward my goals? Then take that step. And tomorrow, take another. Then take another step, and another the day after that. Before you know it, you'll look back and be amazed at how far you've come. You already have greatness within you, the power to shape your life, fulfill your dreams, and make a real difference in the world. And it all begins with that simple choice to improve yourself 1% every day. So let's make a pact, a commitment to this journey of self-improvement, a promise to embrace the power of small, consistent actions and to trust the process, even when results aren't immediate. Because the choices you make today will shape your tomorrow. The habits you build, the skills you sharpen, and the knowledge you gain. These are the building blocks of your future. Every day, you're creating your life. Make sure it's a life you'll be proud of. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for more time, more money, or more knowledge. Start now with what you have where you are. The perfect moment is here, and the perfect person to begin is you. As you continue this journey, remember you're not alone. Surround yourself with people who support your growth, who challenge you to rise higher, who inspire you to keep going. Seek out mentors, join mastermind groups, and connect with those who are also committed to continuous improvement. And never forget why you're doing this. It's not just about success or achievement. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living to your full potential and making the most of this incredible gift called life. So go forth and improve. Go forth and grow. Go forth and become the person you were meant to be. Remember, success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. Become that person 1% at a time every single day. Wishing you health, happiness, and the courage to keep growing. And don't forget to subscribe to Mindset Daily for more inspiration on your journey.